I just dropped $10,000 into a crypto that I'm insanely bullish on, and it's now moved up to my 5th largest portfolio position. This crypto fits into the DePIN narrative, but also into robotics. They currently make over $4 million a year in recurring revenue, and their market cap is only 50 million bucks. And if that's not enough, they have a device you can run at your house that barely uses any electricity and can make $70 to $100 a month right now with a 7 to 8 month break even or less. So, as you might be aware, there are tons of emerging technologies making their way into our everyday life. Artificially intelligent robots, drones, self-driving vehicles, robotic lawnmowers, augmented reality in the metaverse, and more. And all of these technologies have something in common: the need for precise navigation to work in the real world. For example, take robotic lawnmowers. They need to know exactly where they are to mow efficiently and avoid obstacles. Because an autonomous robot with a spinning blade not knowing where it's going is kind of terrifying. Or think about autonomous trucks and construction vehicles, which operate in environments where a few meters of error can be a massive problem. GPS can give you accuracy to within 10 to 16 feet or 3 to 5 meters. And that's okay if you're navigating your way across town if you're driving, but for a self-driving vehicle, a lawnmower, or a humanoid robot, that ain't good enough. And that's where GEODNET comes in, which is my latest crypto investment. To participate in GEODNET, you run a base station at your location. These base stations are used for RTK data, or real-time kinematic positioning data. And the base stations talk to each other to get much more precise positioning data, taking GPS or GNSS data from 10 to 16 feet of accuracy down to centimeters. Already, farmers are using RTK to improve their entire process. For construction businesses, GEODNET not only allows builders to understand precise map location, but also near exact vertical location as well. GEODNET also offers the GeoPulse, a device for vehicles that uses the RTK network to boost navigation accuracy to just 0.1 meters or about 4 inches. This provides lane level precision, making it reliable in tricky environments like tunnels, urban canyons, and parking garages where standard GPS typically fails. And while not a passive crypto mining device, GeoPulse is paired with a Quest app where users can complete navigation-based tasks like the Hex Fix quest or the Hexplorer quest to earn Geo tokens and rewards from partner projects like IoTeX. Now, this RTK data is not new, and it's not a crypto thing. There are regular old Web 2 companies doing it. So how fast has GEODNET grown compared to its Web 2 equivalents? As of July of 2025, GEODNET has over 18,500 active satellite miners, making it the largest RTK network in the world. And just let that sink in. In just 3 years, GEODNET has become the largest network of its kind. It took traditional Web 2 companies decades to build networks with less sensors. And to put that in perspective, the network had just 3,300 stations 2 years ago in July of 2023. During the first half of 2024, GEODNET was adding between 100 to 200 new stations every week. So while a company like TopCon, a Web 2 RTK company, celebrated growing its global network by 14% in a year back in 2021 to reach 5,100 stations, GEODNET was adding that many stations in a much shorter period. It took Trimble, another Web 2 company, 20 years to build a 5,000 station network. GEODNET has blown past that number in just a couple of years. So, to summarize, GEODNET is steaming their hams. Van Eck, a big investment firm managing over $130 billion in assets, suggested a future where companies like Trimble could use GEODNET's network rather than maintaining their own. The idea is that by outsourcing to a specialized and cost-effective network like GEODNET, companies like Trimble could potentially reduce operational expenses. So maybe some of these Web 2 competitors aren't actually competitors after all, just growing opportunities for GEODNET. But it's not just the number of stations that's been growing. The network's annual recurring revenue, ARR, has grown 400% in the past year. GEODNET is currently earning $4 million in ARR. Real customers and revenue in crypto? Is this the real life? A Web 2 equivalent like TopCon is expected to earn over $1 billion for 2025, which could give you an idea of where GEODNET can go. And what's even better is that 80% of GeoDnet's data revenue is directly used to buy back and then permanently remove or burn GeoDnet tokens from circulation. This burning of tokens reduces the total supply, which is probably a big reason why the Geo tokens price has performed so well for almost 2 years. And to date, 16.7 million Geo tokens worth more than $2.8 million USD have been burned. And like I said before, one of the big believers in GeoDnet's success is investment firm Van Eck. And based on their research, GeoDnet is the most affordable and most accurate RTK network in the world right now. And that's in addition to being the largest. GeoDnet has also partnered with Quectel, a global IoT provider, to deliver highly precise RTK correction for consumer robotics, vehicles, and precision agriculture. They've also teamed up with DroneDeploy. This gives DroneDeploy access to GeoDnet's network for very precise drone surveys. And this is useful for construction, mining, and energy sectors. Even companies like Bad Elf and Septentrio, which specialize in high precision GPS solutions, are integrating GeoDnet services, expanding access to centimeter level accuracy for professionals. For agriculture, GeoDnet is collaborating with Burrow, integrating their RTK technology into autonomous farming robots to boost efficiency and navigation accuracy. And looking to the future, they partnered with Animoca brands to integrate precision location into mixed reality gaming. So, GeoDnet is making money, building partnerships, has a great product and team. And I'm ridiculously bullish. The price has not caught up with these fundamentals. So right now I'm buying more tokens before that happens. But now let's talk about how you can earn with the GeoDnet miner. At the heart of the GeoDnet network are what they call satellite miners or base stations. A GeoDnet miner is a small antenna that you can set up typically on your roof. It just needs a clear view of the sky. And its job is to listen to signals from global satellite systems. And the magic happens when your base station corrects errors from these satellite signals that can be caused by things like space weather or slight satellite inaccuracies or even urban obstacles like tall buildings. Your base station then sends this corrected, super precise location data to nearby devices that need it, known as rovers, within about a 20 to 40 kilometer range. This correction process is called real-time kinematic or RTK, and it allows connected devices to achieve instant centimeter level accuracy. The network itself is mapped out using hexes, the shape, not witchcraft. Setting up a miner is pretty straightforward. You pick a good location, preferably an empty hex if you're in one, because that will give you the best rewards. You then mount an antenna with a clear view of the sky, connect it to your internet, and then register it on the GeoDnet console with your crypto wallet address. And you can use the GeoDnet map to find empty hexes. The stations are very efficient, uploading about 10 to 20 gigabytes of data per month and only consuming just a few watts of power. You probably won't even notice it on your electricity bill. So how much can you make? Well, the project has already issued over 171 million Geo tokens as mining rewards, valued at about $30 million at current prices. From July 1st, 2025, miners can earn up to 12 Geo tokens per day, or about $2. Now, if your miner is in a particularly valuable location called a super hex, then you can earn 2 times or even up to 4 times as much. This means you can earn $4 or up to $8 a day for each device. Though keep in mind that you will need 20K geode or about $3,500 to activate said super hex. But this can come from other users pooling together. It's important to know that the base rewards for mining get cut in half annually on every June 30th. This means that after June 30th, 2026, each miner will earn 6 geode per day, and the following year it'll be 3, and so on. Van Eck estimates that by 2030, GeoDnet could potentially reach a 5% market share and reach $9.58 per geode token. And if that did happen, assuming you keep all the geode that you mine now, you would have earned $112 a day. Now, it is important to take any price prediction and the earnings I just mentioned with a grain of salt. Van Eck's forecast is an optimistic scenario from a single investment firm. A lot would need to go right for the price to reach that level. So it's best to view it as one possible outcome among many. But I don't think it's unrealistic. In fact, it could happen even before 2030 if things go really right. That's basically a 58x from where the price is today and a market cap of $3 billion. In past crypto cycles, I've seen tokens with way worse fundamentals pump to 5 to 10 times that on just hype alone. So I don't know, who knows? Your actual earnings can also vary based on the quality of the data your station provides, how much time it's online, the number of satellites it sees, how close it is to other miners, and whether there's any signal interference. Deploying your miner in an empty hex, a location without other miners, is your best chance to get the best rewards. Additionally, if your station is the first in its hex to maintain a high performance for 30 days, it can earn a location NFT, which protects your rewards from being split if other miners move into your hex later. And if you want to run a miner of your own, here is how you can buy it. The GEODNET Mobile CM triple band miner is priced at $695. GEODNET also offers the GeoPulse device designated for car navigation at $149, which includes a 1-year free subscription to the GEODNET RTK service, renewable at $20 per year. You can purchase both the GEODNET triple band miner and the GeoPulse device from HiFix or from HeliumDeploy. You can also buy a combo GEODNET and WingBits device for $1,095, which I have covered in the past right there, if you want to mine 2 things with a single device. What I like about the GEODNET miner is that it's a very passive source of income that has been super lucrative so far. It's also not very expensive at $695, especially when you consider the rewards it earns, and it doesn't take a ton of time to install. But all that said, there are a few things to keep in mind. The actual rewards you earn can fluctuate based on your station's data quality, its location within the hex, and whether it qualifies for a super hex multiplier. Rewards earned can also change based on the token's market price. The project so far has done very well with its token burn program, but if for some reason GEODNET stopped earning high enough revenue, then it's very likely the token price and thus mining earnings will be affected. Stations that don't meet performance standards can see the rewards reduced or even forfeited. If your station has a location NFT, be aware that it can be lost if your station is offline for over 37 days, or if you try to change your associated wallet address in certain circumstances. Van Eck identifies a significant risk to GEODNET from competing technologies like 6G networks and advanced Wi-Fi triangulation. In the future, these could offer inexpensive or even free high-precision location data, potentially undermining GEODNET's business model. But that still remains to be seen, and companies might still choose to use global positioning data instead. Also, moving your station in between different hexes will reset and unbind any location NFTs, requiring it to re-qualify. Lastly, if you are ordering a triple band miner, be aware that as of July of 2025, there's a shipping lead time of 6 to 8 weeks. They are very popular. And of course, this is crypto. Anything can happen. Only invest what you're willing to lose. GEODNET kind of isn't really a crypto project. They are more like a regular company who happens to use a crypto mechanism to help them grow, and that might reduce some risk, but who knows? Despite all this, I am ultra bullish on GEODNET. I already have a sizable position and a miner, but after my recent investment, GEODNET is now my 5th largest portfolio position. But again, always do your own research. Don't just buy into GEODNET because I did or because I like it. Be responsible for yourself and your money. I'm not your dad. I'm just a guy on the internet. I mentioned it earlier, but you really should check out this video of the GEODNET and WingBits miner. It has a very interesting value proposition and could make you a ton of money if both GEODNET and WingBits end up doing well this cycle. Goodbye.